Hey squad, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome boo. You are in the right place. I'm your girl XZ, and in this video we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a granny square part 2. So if you're excited to hear that, give this video a thumbs up, like the video if you like the video, and if you don't like the video, still like the video, okay? Drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to share this with friends and family. So come on, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so if you haven't watched the first part of this series, this is a 3-part series on how to make a granny square. Please make sure you watch that video. It will be linked right here, so make sure you watch that. It's the first part of this series. This video is the second part, and there will be a third and final part of this series, which will be all the stitches it basically took to make this granny square. Now in this video I'll be teaching you how to sew up these tails on the granny square, because definitely we can't have this. This is not what we want. We just want the square to make our outfit or design or whatever pattern it is you're doing. I'm making this for an outfit, so I'm going to basically teach you how to seal in these edges. Now, why is it important to seal in the ends and or tails rather of any project, not just the granny square, any crochet project you're doing? This is why. Now if you notice, there are stitches in crochet obviously, but if you just cut them off here, let's take for instance this particular stitch. If I just cut it off here, it's going to loosen up over time. Probably not today, not tomorrow, not a month, but somewhere in the near future it's going to start loosening up, and every stitch is connected to the next. So once one part starts loosening up, your whole work is basically undone. Okay, so to do that, instead of just cutting up the tails like you will do for a sewed outfit or knitting or anything like that, you seal them in so it's protected, so that by the time you cut off the ends, it's not close to where the last stitch of that yarn is. Okay, so that's why it's important to seal in the tails of any crochet work you're doing before cutting off the edges. Now how do we do that? It's very simple. All you need are these crochet needles. They are just basically big needles that you can put in your yarn through and then pass it through each of your stitches. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do that. Now let me start with my very first stitch. This was our first slip knot that we made. Okay, so just pass this in through your needle. Okay, now the hole for the needle is wide enough that no matter how large or small your yarn is, it can go through. Now what you simply do is just start pulling it through the loops. So take your time and just do a little at a time. Don't try to pass it through everything. Okay, so just go a little at a time and make sure you hold it here so that it doesn't just pull through. Okay, so make sure you hold it here while pulling out the yarn. Okay, and then go through the next. I like going through 3 or 4 loops at a time. Now if the tail of your yarn is long enough to go through everything back to where you started, then do that. But if the yarn is tail of the yarn is not long enough, you can just do it as far as you can go and then cut off the yarn. Just keep pulling tight. Make sure you're pulling it, not just passing it through, but pulling it so that it's tight. Okay, you want your stitches as tight as you initially crocheted them. So do that the last 2, 3, sorry, and we are back where we started. So once you do that, just slip out your needle and then cut off that end as near to the loop as possible, and voila, that's it, we are done. That's basically it. That is all you need to do to seal in your edges. So now if you notice, even if it starts coming out, which it won't, even if it does, it's a ways off from where we started. This is where the stitch was, but we pulled it through all of these loops and we stretched it so it's tight in there and it won't come off over time. Okay, so that's basically all I'm going to do for the rest of the tails, and we're basically done with our granny square. Now for tighter loops like this, you have to be careful. Oopsie, what I just did. So you have to be very careful while pulling through, so you don't end up destroying your work in the process. I tend to be impatient sometimes, but don't be like me, okay? Don't make my mistakes. Now you see it's getting, the tail is getting shorter, so just keep pulling until you can't pull anymore, or you feel you've gone through a significant length. And I think I'm good right here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off and then repeat the same process all over again. So guys, we are now at the very last stage. You can see it's looking beautiful, and this is even the wrong side. Okay, now this is the right side. You can see how flawless that looks. Now because this is the very edge of the work, it can be a bit tricky trying to seal up this last tail. So here's what I do, right? I go through this particular stitch where it's tied at, so I'll follow the back loop here and this loop down, so I make sure I'm holding this part so it doesn't like pull and become skewed like this, right? So make sure it's straight, hold down this part and then pull. Then now I can follow through these loops easily, and it will still look flawless in the front. Okay, so this part here is still a straight line instead of having a dip right here where it's tied. So just go ahead and keep pulling through. Oops, again. Be patient, don't be like me. I'm not a very patient person, obviously. So don't be like me. Make sure you're following your loops carefully. And we're done. Finally guys, we are finished. That was very easy, wasn't it? This is one of the fun parts of making a granny square for me, because I'm just going round and round. So we've come to the end of this video finally guys. As I said, please subscribe if you're new and just joining this channel for the first time. Give this video a thumbs up, like the video if you like the video, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, if you've tried this and what parts of this video you loved. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family. So see you guys. Bye.